Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me, Alicia. If this is your first time here, and if not, welcome back. Alright guys, we are back from Italia, and I think I am well rested. I think I crashed one night, which I felt like much needed, but we're back and we are better than ever. The part one, I did take the vlog and kind of put it into two separate videos because they're relatively long. So part one, which is like Como, would have already came out by now, and then part two, which is Florence and Milan, is going to come out next Thursday. Yes, so this video is all about my haul. I will have to say, I'm also going to have to put this in two parts as well because I did quite a bit of shopping at Zara. I didn't realize how much I shopped at Zara until I was taking all the pieces out of the suitcase. But shopping at Zara in Europe is an experience. It is an experience, especially the one in Milan. I'll try to pop up some videos. It feels like you're walking into an art gallery and then the clothes are behind it. It's gorgeous. Anyway, so that's going to be part two. That's going to be next Sunday. This video is I'm going to try to round up 10 of my favorite things that I got from there. I bought way more than 10 more things, but I just wanted to give you like my 10 favorites as to show you like this is why I like shopping in Europe. This is why I save all my coins and I like to shop over here because it's just so much better. So we're going to go through. I will try to list all of the prices as long as you don't get mad at me. And then if I could find substitutes or like the exact items, I will link it. And if I can't, I will give you guys the actual website because a lot of these local places, they do have websites where you can shop from them. Just be prepared that the price that I paid is not going to be the price you're going to pay to get the item over here because it's more expensive to bring it over here and then you don't get that refund and then there's like shipping costs, all the things involved. But if you do want to shop like local Italian brands, I will link those below. So I think that's it. Let's get into it. All right, first up, I think we'll do designer, then we'll do vintage. So I got two vintage pieces and then we'll just do like a couple of the rest ones. I got 5 designer items. So I mentioned it in the Florence vlog that is coming up, but about 35 to 40 minutes outside the city of Florence, there is a place called Mall de Firenze, which is basically the Florence Mall. I want to say it's in like Serravalle, I don't want to botch it, Italy, and that is where they have a designer outlet. And you have brands like Tom Ford, Fendi, Burberry, Prada have all of their, like a typical designer outlet. So that is definitely a place that me and William went to. That is also one of the reasons why we kind of wanted to road trip because they do have a bus. So if you do not want to road trip, there is a bus that leaves from the train right outside the train station in Florence that will take you there, and then you can just pay and they'll bring you back. And I want to say it's about 25 to 50 euro. So we did possibly have that option. We just didn't know how long we were going to be there. I wanted to shop. William wanted to shop. We were shopping for family. So that was just like another pro for us to road trip. So we just left Como, went there first, and then went to Florence. So like I said, I picked up 5 items. Let's get into my items. Alright, first things first are these Tom Ford heels, which I love. I did not have a pair of Tom Fords, and we really went in there because William wanted to look at some of their cologne because there was some, I don't remember, there was a cologne that he really wanted that he has not been able to find at our stores here that sell Tom Ford, so he went in there. He found his cologne, I found my shoes. I absolutely love them. They're not too tall of a heel. I feel like it's just like the perfect amount. I actually wore them the day after we got back to book club and got so many compliments. I did put prices in my phone, so give me a second. For these, I paid 395 euro for this, but I also got back 72 euro. And so if I do that times 1.18, which is the current conversion, then I paid $381 for these Tom Ford shoes. And as you can tell, like, I've already worn them. I love them. They're comfortable. They have the strap around. I definitely think it's like a perfect fall shoe. It gives the green, and I live in the South, so I can get away with wearing open toe shoes probably up until November, especially if you put like a stocking under them. So love these. This is also my first Tom Ford like piece. I don't have a bag. I do have a little card case, but that's about it. So love these. All right, next up we went into the Gucci store because I had to get my sister and my cousin something from Gucci. They were very specific. While I was in there, I was like, let me just see what they have. I'm normally not a Gucci girl. I actually don't have, besides the You guys know I wear their mules all the time. So besides those and the clogs, let me show you. This is the reason why I got this bag. So these are the clogs that I got for Fashion Week that I was telling you guys I had been looking for, that I'm obsessed with. I wear, for me to wear these things to the ground and they still look like this, 20,000 out of 10 recommend these shoes. So I'm in there shopping for other people and I come across this bag and I was like, this bag matches the shoes that I got. And it's technically a men's bag because it's a messenger bag, but I don't care. So I decided to pick this bag up. It does have a long strap. Well, it's in here, a long strap, because it has like these pieces right here. What I do envision doing is, let me see if I can't find it. It's a gold chain. So if I wanted to wear it on my shoulder, I can do that. But I have just been wearing it like this, like an oversized clutch. So I got this. This is the only Gucci bag. No, I'm looking at one right now, but that's a vintage bag. So it doesn't look like a normal Gucci bag. Anyway, I got this one. Love it. This one was regular 731 euro. But I got back 101 euro. So this was $630. And then if I do that times 1.18, then this was $743. So love her. All right, next up we went to the Prada store. I wanted to go in the Prada store. I have been seeing a lot of Prada bags. I was like, I really wanted to get one. The one that I have been seeing lately was like 4,000. I was like, I'm not paying that much money for a bag. But I knew I wanted a red one. And I knew that I kind of wanted to be like a little smaller. I have been really big in my like big bag game lately, that when it comes to date night, I love a little small dainty bag. I want a little small, it's only going to fit like my lipstick and my ID. So I can't put a card in there. So dinner's on you. Anyway, so I came across this one, which I absolutely love. I've been carrying it like this, but it does have a longer strap in here. I probably would wear the longer strap if I'm out shopping, if I'm out running errands and I don't want to hold on to it, but it is a smaller bag, so I can't even fit my phone with the case in it. I have to take the case out in order for it to fit, and I can't even fit the Pro Max. I'd have to fit my other phone, which is just a Pro. So a smaller phone, of course a smaller wallet, but I love it. I also love the patent leather. Super cute. This one was originally 1,100 euro, but they were having a sale on certain bags. Wait a second, let me get back to where I was. So yeah, this was a regular 1,100 euro, but like I said, they were having a sale. It was like where it said this shelf 20% off, so it was on sale for 880 euro. Now I don't know what the VAT difference is, because I was expecting to get at least 100 euro back for this, because I got that in the Gucci bag. That was not the case. I only got back 73 euro. I don't know what the difference is. So when you do that times the US rate, this was $952, which I really love, because right now I've even seen this on like Fashion File and Vestiaire, and it's like running $1,400 and $1,500. So I feel like even $900, 950 is still a lot, but like I could go and sell this bag right now on Fashion File and make money. So love this. All right, next up we went into Fendi, and I haven't even opened these. I'm going to open them together. I tried them on so I know exactly what they are, but I went into Fendi. I went in there looking for jewelry, but I didn't really see anything that I liked. So I was looking for over there sunglasses, because Faith wanted a pair, and it came across these. So I actually me and her got the same ones. I was like, I want them too. Came across these, which I love. So we're going to open them together. Like I said, I haven't even opened them. Oh, get over the lock. How cute are those? And they have like, I don't know if I can get close. You can see like the little Fendi. You see like the little Fendi monochrome in there. It's just such a cute oversized glass, especially when I don't feel like wearing makeup and I still want to go out and be cute and run my errands. So I got these. Absolutely love them. These were 250 euro. But after VAT and all is said and done, why didn't I put the VAT in here? I normally say how much it costs. Anyway, it's 250 euro. So between the VAT and then the US conversion, I ended up paying $241. So I guess the VAT wasn't that much on these, which I wasn't expecting because it was only $200. So got these. Love them. And then the last designer, which I love, if you ever have the opportunity to go to the Mall de Firenze, which is basically the Florence Mall, I would implore you to go to the Burberry store. Because one thing Burberry is going to do is have 50% off. most if not everything in that store was either, I think it was like 30, 40, or 50% off, like almost everything. And it took everything in me to like calm down and relax. It was the last store that we went in, so I had already had these previous purchases, and I was like, Alicia, you cannot go crazy in this store. You absolutely cannot. But I found this, and I love it. To me, it kind of gives you a resemble of like what Fendi has been doing lately, but I love it. You guys know that I got this one from that same store last year, so they kind of are similar with like the checks. Absolutely love this. This is where I almost went crazy, y'all. This bag was on the outlet price for $675, and then it was 50% off of that. Yeah, because Faith was like, oh, call me if you see any bags under $500. So when I get in the Burberry store, and I was like, oh, this is cute, this is only $675, and the lady was like, no, it's half off of the price that's on the tag. Excuse me, say what? Excuse me? So I called Faith, and I had to get her a bag as well. I'm not going to show hers in case she doesn't want me to. So this bag was, sorry, $675. This bag was $337.50. I only got back $50. So it was $287.50. By the time we do the conversion, this bag was $339. This Burberry bag. I could sell this Burberry bag today and make almost double what I paid for it. I love the Burberry store. I love the Burberry store. I only got this one item. I went in also because I really wanted to get a Burberry raincoat, like a trench coat. But what they had, I wanted this perfect shade of beige. And all they had were like camel and black and something else. And then I was going to get a scarf. And I was like, Alicia, now you're just reaching. Now you're just buying stuff because it's on sale and not because you really need it. I went in to get a bag, and I went in to get this coat. And they didn't have it in my color, so I came back on out. You know who lost his mind in that store? I'm not going to say any names, but it was the other person that I went with. Lost their mind. Alright, first up, so this is, I mentioned it, I think I may have mentioned it in the vlog, I can't remember, but when we were leaving our hotel, we stayed at the Huxton, Florence. We were leaving to head down to the city center. I came across this vintage store. Now, it is a hodgepodge. It is a mess in there. She had clothes, rods that are like, had came down because she had so much stuff, so you kind of gotta like pick and choose. You kind of gotta dig through it. It's giving flea market, but the pieces in there are absolutely amazing, and the price, you cannot beat the price. So I ran across this Gianni Versace. Yes, the original Versace. This is a leather, 100% leather, okay, blazer. I absolutely, when I saw this jacket, I said, oh baby, let me see if I can't find the actual details. It is a USA 10. I don't think it has the details in here. Here's the thing. It was so much that I literally took it to dry clean because it has like that like, it's not like a flea market smell, kind of like a thrift store that has a candle in it. So it has a little bit of a smell, but I wanted to get it completely out. So I was like, I'm just going to dry clean it. I took it to my dry cleaners, and the next day she says, this leather is way too good. I cannot dry clean it. All I can do is press it. I was like, how do I get the smell out? She was like, literally put it in a box. She was like, go home, get a box, put a laundry sheet, and then put like a towel over it so it's not directly touching the leather, and then put it in there, and then we'll leave it in there for like a day, and the smell will go out. It'll like absorb in the laundry sheet. She was right, because now I can't smell it. Now it smells like Downy. She said this is vintage 1980s. Absolutely love this. This was 180 euro. I can't remember. Actually, no, I didn't ask for a VAT refund from her. I didn't. So I paid 180 euro, which is basically almost about $200 US for this. And I love this. This is a forever piece. This is a forever piece. We're not selling this. My son and my daughter will get this piece. I absolutely love it. And then while I was in there, even though she easily had 500 pieces in that store. Easily 500 items. Probably more than that. Actually, I know she had more than that. I asked her, I said, hey, I'm looking for a Burberry trench coat. I was like, I'm looking for this like nice, I was like, it's not camel, it's not beige, it's like that in between. She was like, oh, the original in the 90s. I said, sure, yeah, I don't know what it's from. I just know I remember seeing it on Pinterest, and that's the one that I wanted. She went to the back of the store. She went to the back of the store. She was like, I don't think there's like a belt on it. I think we don't have the belt. I was like, I just want to see it. She brought it out. I said, this is literally the exact color that I am looking for. I didn't want it to be obvious. I don't want to walk around with like all Burberry check. I just really wanted a Burberry trench coat. I absolutely love it. This is a little bigger. Probably not going to get it altered. I like to wear it big. I have gone ahead and ordered a belt from Fashion File because I did have the belt, but I absolutely love it. This is from, I don't remember the name of the boutique. Caballeros boutique. Love it. She said this is a vintage 1990, and the way you can tell is that the side, it says Burberry's with a capital S before they rebranded, not capital but an apostrophe S, before they rebranded to just Burberry. And I had to Google it in the store to make sure she wasn't lying to me trying to sell me a fake Burberry jacket. She wasn't. Google it. Vintage. I love it. This, she originally had this for €240, but because the belt was missing, I said that, I don't know how much a belt. She's like, oh, it's probably going to cost you about 50 or 60 euros. So she marked it down to €200 for me, and I'm forever happy. And I did get this dry clean because, like I said, I wanted to get the smell out, and so she was able to dry clean it and press it, and now I'm just waiting, one, for the weather to cooperate, and then two, for my belt to get in, because I don't think I'll ever like just wear it naturally open. I'll probably will tie it behind the back so it kind of gives the hourglass effect, or I would just like tie it around my waist to kind of have it look like a dress situation. But we love her. We love her. I feel like if you watched me on Instagram, you would have already seen this brown striped suit. This suit came from, this is not the brand in here. So this is Madame Urbana, but the place, I will link it below because they do have an online store. This brown, I've never been able to like try on a suit and it immediately just like fits and hugs all the different crooks and crevices of my body, and it just goes on so wonderfully. I've told you guys, in that, especially if you have already watched the Lake Como. Sorry, I got this in Lake Como. If you would have already watched the Lake Como, I bought it on Friday. I wore it on Saturday, and it was so gorgeous. I love that I wore it off so I could get like a little cleavage. I flipped the lapels up to kind of give me like the European vlog. It's absolutely gorgeous. I honestly can't remember how much money I paid for this. I know it wasn't, I want to say it was like €75 for the top. I mean, yeah, for the blazer, and like €50 for the bottom. I think both of them, I know for sure, came under €200, and I don't remember how much the VAT was, but it was worth every single dime and dollar that I paid for this. All right, next up are two local. I actually saw this one in the store and it was closed, and I said we're going back tomorrow. This is also in the Lake Como area, so I went back the next day. She does have an online store, so I will link it for you below, but I absolutely had to get these. So these are like two oversized cardigans. I tried these on and I was like, I want to get one in every color. And she had it. She had this color, black, green, merlot, dark blue, light blue, royal blue. She had all the colors. She had all the colors, and I was obsessed with every single one of them. So I got this one, and then when I was checking out, I saw this one. You guys know I normally don't do patterns. This seems like a lot. But picture like all black and I have this on. Or if I'm like finishing going to like work out and I want to go run some errands and I want to be cute, this, or like an all gray look, she's cute. So I got both of them. They were 200. This one was €269, and then this one was €241. But she did give me a discount. I can't remember after all is said and done. So it came up to €520, and from that I got back 62 in VAT. So this one is 520 minus, how much is that? 62, which is 458 times 1.18, so $540. So this is definitely, these are two of my most expensive non-designer items, but I had to have them. I had to have them. I feel like they would be in my closet over and over again. I did get, even though this one is busy, it is still very neutral color. So I got neutral colors that I feel like, regardless on what my style might evolve to when I'm like 40 or 45, I feel like these will be like two staples that I can always keep. So I have no regrets. Okay, and the last piece, I know I said I was going to stop at 10, but I had to mention this as like a good, like a runner-up or a first alternate, because the way that I have fallen in love with this coat. I said I wasn't going to link it, or I wasn't going to show it because I can't link it. This is from a place called The Reserve, and they're not shipping over here. They're not shipping. They say good luck, find somewhere else. But I feel like I found a good substitute on Bershka, so I'll be able to link it. And that is this olive green suede maxi coat. I saw this coat and I said, you're going with me. You can't go with me today because you're a little heavy and I don't want to walk around with you. But the last day that we were in Milan, I got this from Milan. So Milan is where we did, I want to say like 80% of our shopping. We did a little bit in Florence, a little bit in Como, but in Milan was where we were like, okay, so we need another suitcase because we're going to go crazy. Because it had like all the stores that we love. It had Bershka, Pull&Bear, Stradivarius, Mango, The Reserve, Zara, Danja. Like it had all the places that we love to shop at in Europe. But I picked this up and I love this coat. This was 99 euro and this one was, I want to say it was like 12% VAT, so I got like 10 bucks back. So after all is said and done, between like the VAT refund and the conversion, let's just say I paid $100 for it. You're not going to get this maxi olive green trench coat in the United States for $100. You're not going to find it, especially like the quality. You're not going to find it over here. And so I think that's why we love to vacation in Europe, because it's able for us to sit back and be like, man, I want to live. I want to wake up. I want to live. I want the quality of my life to be abundant. So that's why, like, I noticed their clothing is cheaper. Their food is cheaper. Their drinks, like everything over there is just, it makes it so much more financially attainable for everyone there. Once again, this is me from the outside looking in, so if that's not the case, I apologize. This is just me as a tourist observing, talking to people that work in the service industry, talking to the other people that work in the professional industry. They really like have this like live first mentality, and I think that's evident from everything else that, like I said, from the clothing to the food, the free healthcare. It's just so much more financially attainable. I see why a lot of people are just like, you know, living their life over there in Europe, so I appreciate it. But I wanted to show this because I can't wear it now because it's 79 degrees down here. But baby, when the wind hits the chill, she will be wearing her. Alright, so guys, that is it for this haul. As you can tell, this is like half of the stuff that I got back. So there was clearly a lot more that I got back that I showed, but I just wanted to give you like 10 of my favorite pieces. Don't worry, in like the vlogs and all the things, you'll see me wear the stuff, because one thing we do over here is we wear our clothes, okay? So definitely look out for that. As I said before, if I can find specific items, I will make sure that I link them, and they'll be in the QR code that has been popping up on the screen lately, or if you check in the description, it'll say all items linked here, and there's just like that one link. If you go there, everything will be there. Even if it's their website and I can't find the exact thing, all of it, all the things will be on that one link. You can go and you'll see pictures, and you'll be able to like link and buy what you want and all, and bookmark stuff for later in case your budget doesn't allow for it right now. You can buy it later. It ain't gotta be now. And if it's not there by the time you get around to buying it, guess what? You probably shouldn't have it. Okay, so we're gonna check our budgets before we buy all the things, but I will make sure that I link them for you. So if you have made it this far in the video, you have not subscribed, I don't know where I was going with that. I thought I was going somewhere. It decided not to come with me, so we're going to leave it where it's at. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'm going to see you guys Thursday, 7 o'clock. Later.